Welcome back to Pompey Scrapbook. How have you been, Tony?
Oh, been good. Been relishing the great season we've had. It's been wonderful stuff, hasn't it?
It yeah. So we are filming this after we've played the Lincoln game. So yeah, it's a time to reflect on it. I mean, it's just been brilliant, hasn't it? The season.
It's been an incredible season. Yeah, I think 5 defeats in 46 games is quite remarkable, really. And you could take out the one last week because there were reasons why that happened. Um, we have been the best team in the division by a long, long way. Deserve to win it by more than 5 points, to be honest.
Have yeah. See, there's a debate point to debate, isn't it? Have we been the best by a long way? Because we've certainly been the best at getting results. We
And that's what matters, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. But you could certainly say in recent weeks when we've played Derby and Bolton, we haven't played them off the park, have we? Been tight games.
Oh, no, we haven't. But that's the difference of this team.
Yeah,
Even when you're not playing well, they just find a way to get a draw, get a late equaliser, get a winner, and they've done it all season. So it can't be lucky, can it?
no. So yeah, I mean we clearly have been the best, but it's been interesting the way we've done it. So Derby got promoted today. I'm happy about that. I think that's the best two teams.
I think so. Yeah, I mean, I thought for a long time we were going to win the league. I thought we were always going to win it, and it was going to be out of the other two, Derby or Bolton. And having played them both recently, I thought Derby were better than Bolton. Bolton just seemed to think they were the best team in the league. Their fans seemed to think they were the best team in the league.
Hmm.
Well, okay, on occasions they might well be, but over the course of 46 games, they quite clearly haven't been.
So in the playoffs, you've got Bolton, Peterborough, Oxford.
And
Um,
Barnsley.
so who do you think's going to win that? Who do you want to win that?
Who do I want to win it? Well, I want Oxford to win it because about 3, 4 weeks ago, I had a sneaky little tenner on Oxford at 7-1 to get promoted. When they had a little reasonably dodgy spell and dropped out of it. The thinking is, going back to the first video we did on this Pompey scrapbook, it's Oxford.
Yeah,
And it's a team that we just seem to always be in the same division as.
yeah, yeah.
They thought, well, if Oxford can sneak in those playoffs, they might well win it.
I really wouldn't like to pick out of those four. I think it's a really tough. Any of them could win those playoffs, and I'm just glad we're not in them.
it yeah, if you look at it, I mean, Peterborough, okay, they recovered a bit today, but they seem to have gone off the boil towards the end. Alton will be disappointed at not making the top two. Barnsley have certainly been well out of form.
Hmm. Yeah.
I just got a feeling Oxford could be the one to do it.
Okay, we're doing something a little bit different today. So we're not looking too far back in the past. We're looking at our recent history, and today we are going to pick our goal of the season from this season. So something a bit different for us. So the way we've done it, just to explain to people, is we've both made a shortlist and we both whittled it down to our top 10, didn't we? I picked
We did.
I picked 10 really classy goals and you picked the 10 most important headers from inside the 6 yard box.
That's that's one way of looking at it. Yeah, I think it's good though that we've both looked at it in different ways. My thinking was, what have been the 10 most important goals that we've scored this season? And also looking at the quality of the goal, but not using that as the sole decision.
Yeah, it's good that they're different. So what we've done, we did our 10 and we scored them 10 points for the best down to 1 point for 10th place, and we put them together to get our top 10, which we'll go through. So I find it really interesting that out of we picked 10 goals each, and only 3 of them overlapped. I think that was incredible, but we'll see.
It is really, isn't it? Yeah, you would have thought there'd be a few more than that, but
Yes.
yeah.
So we are going to start with the goal that between our scoring we've got in 10th place. So let's go and have a look. I think you'll recognise this one.
This was one that I put in and you didn't.
Yes, I didn't put this in my top 10. So
So this is Abu Kamara at Bolton. It's very early in the game. It came from a winning possession on the halfway line, as we saw. He runs at the fullback, completely does him up, cuts inside and slams it in with his left foot.
yes, so it was great goal.
Yeah.
When I looked at that goal, yeah, hugely important because it was a day that we were deciding our fate. I think the keeper should have done better with it, but a great run and a great strike. So that comes in
It's in 10th place.
10th place. So if we take a look at our scoring here, there he is, Kamara at Bolton, 5 points. So that means you scored him in. Well, you scored him for 5 points.
I put him in 6th. Is that 6th place? 6th
Yeah,
spot then?
something like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so that's our first goal. On to another goal which scored level on points with that one.
How did we decide which one won though?
I think we just argued.
Is it because you actually put the list together, so your one took preference?
I think my goal took preference on that one, and then I think we've got another tie, and we put your goal ahead.
Yeah.
So we are moving on now to a goal that I put in the list, which is also from Mr. Kamara. So this is our game at home to Cambridge.
Morrison's foot gets the ball out.
So ball comes out wide. Kamara cuts in. Is he going to cross it? No. And he bangs it in off the crossbar.
And it was a classy finish, that one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You could argue maybe the keeper will be a bit disappointed. He's been beaten in the centre of the goal, but it was a good finish off the crossbar.
Which similar story to the Bolton goal in a way. That the keeper could have done better.
But as you see, he cuts in here, and it's a good goal.
And maybe my view of it, that I enjoyed that goal, was possibly influenced by the fact that I was sat in the Milton end right behind the goal going in. So.
Whereas I was 120 yards away at the other end.
So we.
They're not all Abu Kamara, are they?
Yeah, it's the top 10. It's the Kamara goals of the season. Let's have a look at who we've got next on the list. So this is a pick for me.
I think it's one of yours again, yeah.
Yes. So this is our only goal in the list, which is not a league goal. So let's have a look at this one. So this one starts off with young Master Towler here. So Raggett, what's Raggett going to do with it? Who's he going to pass it to? He's not. He's going to bang in a screamer.
It certainly was, wasn't it?
What's that?
I mean, sorry to say, I didn't go to this game. This was one of the EFL games I didn't go to.
Yeah.
But I remember listening on the radio, and Andy Moon, as the ball came out to Andy Moon, to Raggett, he said, "Okay, he's going to have a shot. I think he's going to have a shot," and he did. And all of a sudden, his voice goes up 10 decibels as it flies into the top corner.
And then after,
he actually, that was his second goal of the game, and he could have had a hat trick.
Yeah, he had a chance late on, didn't he? And that, of course, after that goal, and then for every game for the rest of the season, the crowd were just urging him to shoot all the time. So,
as if it's going to happen again.
So,
well, he nearly did against Wigan last week. So,
yeah. So that was a goal that I scored quite high in my top 10 to give it 7 points, and you didn't include. So your selection, Tony, which scores 7 points, is at home to Northampton. So we pick up the action with Northampton about to take a dangerous free kick.
Yeah, this had come just after Tom McIntyre had been sent off on debut. Ridiculous
Sent off for
decision.
winning the ball.
And Northampton have a free kick and basically make a mess of it. Within about 5 seconds, we've scored down the other end.
So
Lang nips in, and he's away, and there's Lane racing up on the left of him, and whack, in it goes.
great.
That was just, for me, it was just a great goal, because having the sending off when we were, at the time we were leading 1-0, suddenly you think, oh, this could be dodgy now, and then within a couple of minutes, all of a sudden it's 2-0. We go on and win the game comfortably.
And that was,
in the end, it was a goal.
Yeah, and that was the second goal he scored in that game. He scored quite a nice goal in the first half as well.
Did indeed, yeah. Yep.
Okay. Where are we looking on our table? So there's Paddy at number 6. We've got Kamara's back. So this is a selection for me against Charlton.
Seems a long time ago now, doesn't it?
Yeah. So let's have a look at this one. We'll pick this one up with.
Must be a long time ago. It's Alex Robertson.
Yeah, back to whip the corner in. So this all happens a bit quickly. This one. So in comes the corner. And Kamara on the volley. I think that's a very high quality goal, Tony. You had a slightly different opinion, didn't you?
No. I was jesting with you. It is a high quality goal. The thing that I just find quite funny is he hits it with his right foot. And all season we've watched Kamara, and he's been superb for us this season. The number of times he makes a run and cuts back, always wants to get back onto his left foot. If you can hit the ball like that with your right foot, why do you so want to get back onto your left foot all the time?
Yeah,
he's been a great player this year, hasn't
he? Yeah, he's been fantastic, and I accept that it's on the volley at a difficult angle, and he's had a swing at it with his right foot. So I accept that 8 times out of 10 that probably sails over the Milton end. But when it doesn't and it flies in the net, that's what gives you a punt at goal of the season. So yes, Kamara again. He's got a lot of goals in here so far. So up in 5th place then. This is another one that's selected by me. So I shall do the honours with this one. And again, I just think this is an absolutely fantastic finish from a technical point of view. So at Reading, we weren't having it all our own way at Reading. When we scored this goal, were we 2-0 down?
We were 2-0 down, yeah. This is the one that got us back into it.
Again, 2-0 down.
So, it's Robertson. Lane. Yeah. And we were arguing about whether that was. I think that's actually on the volley, not the half volley. So
I'm going to go. I'm going for on the half volley. Let's have a look. Ooh.
Yeah. Not sure.
Whatever it is, it's one hell of a finish.
Yeah, I mean, it's for that. Just the fact that the ball has come in from the wing. So difficult enough to hit that, but then to hit it with that much control and place it in the bottom corner is just a fantastic goal.
That says a lot about the player, though, because I think certainly the last weeks of the season we've seen what a good player, Angerin is.
Yeah, I thought early in the season, around that time, I thought he was a luxury player. But he's, like I say, he got injured, came back a lot stronger and a lot sharper.
The only worry is the one thing you said there about injuries, because he does seem to get does seem to get a lot. And I'm not sure if has he completed 90 minutes for us this year? He just always seems to be an hour and he has to come off or something like that. That would be my one concern about him. But his ability is undoubted.
Okay, so we must be. That was a goal selected by me, so we.
We must now be into the ones we both selected.
Yes, this is a goal that we both gave some points to. So we must be getting to goals that are really good and important, Tony.
Oh yes, indeed, yeah.
Okay, let's have a look.
But this must be me to go through then.
Yeah, tell us what's going on in this one.
So this is Derby County, 2-1 down, roughly 15 minutes to go. And we're doing the thing we normally do, play it around, keep in possession. Possible handball by Rafferty, but never mind. And the ball comes into Owen Moxon, and the last thing we're all expecting is for him to belt it into the top corner from 25 yards. That's exactly what he does.
I think the only
and that hits both things. I mean, that's a crucial goal because it was a vital game that we didn't want to lose, and it's a really special goal as well.
And I think the only thing that could have got me to score it higher would have been, again, probably think the keeper gets quite a strong hand to it. Probably should have kept it out, but it's not Owen Moxon's problem.
No.
Let's have a look at the replay, see what this keeper did.
Let's get a hand to it. I think the ball maybe was moving around a bit. You see it better from this angle, maybe? Yeah, it is moving around.
Yeah, this is the one.
It's good for Moxon, though, because he's come in and he's done okay, but he's always sort of never really caught the eye. He just does his job. That was something good for him to look back on this season and say, yeah, that was a vital goal that he scored.
Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at
the top three.
Have a look at our list of goals. Where are we at?
Yep.
Yes, Moxon. So
that was one that we both had in the list, yeah?
Yes, we both scored that one. And let's have a look at what this one is. So this was scored. Tony, you gave.
I think I'll take this one.
You gave this 10 points, and I didn't put it in my top 10. So you can take responsibility for this one.
Well, as we partly said, you seem to score basically on the quality of the goal, which is fine. I was looking more widely at the goals that really meant something. No goal meant more than this for me.
Yeah.
And it's not a bad goal. It's a good corner, and it's a thumping header. It has to be. For me, the goal of the season had to be Connor Shaughnessy against Barnsley. It's the one that set off all the celebrations.
Yeah, and there's no denying what this goal meant. I think at this moment in this game, I think we were all still celebrating because Colby Bishop had just a few minutes before netted a penalty, which was going to be enough to take us up as long as we didn't concede again. And then this just kind of came out of the blue. This just flew in and, well, the place went bonkers, didn't it? Let's have a look.
It did.
In the celebrations. Cross comes in for near post, headers into the net! Shaughnessy! Surely Pompey are heading for the championship! It's Shaughnessy from a corner again! We've seen it so many times!
For me, it's one of the...
Portsmouth 3, Barnsley 2, it might be...
Go on.
For me, it's one of the best moments for years. That feeling when this went in was just, oh my God, we've done it. It's something, a feeling you can't really describe. But
and I do.
And the amazing thing, Connor Shaughnessy scored 4 goals, all at Fratton Park. 3 of them with headers at the Fratton end, all in last minute or injury time.
And the only other one wasn't much less important because it was at the Milton end. It was the flick header against Bolton, wasn't it?
Indeed, yeah. So if you ever need a crucial goal, he's the man, isn't
he? Yeah. Just incredible scenes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So But from my point of view, as a goal of the season, not in my top 10.
You've got no soul, have you? You've got no soul.
Okay, so let's move on to second place. So
I think it's fair to say that the top two we both had in our lists. So.
yeah, we both scored them fairly well. So
yeah.
And again, this goal, I will get you to talk us through this one.
Okay, yeah. This is Oxford, and this is...
The action's going to start with the ball innocuously rolling into the corner flag.
Oh, cross, yes, of course, yes, that's where it came from, wasn't it? And it looked like rolling out, and Connor Ogilvie is the only player who chases over after it. He doesn't really chase, but all of a sudden, the ball's still in play. Comes up, I believe it's Bishop gets fouled.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, the ball goes through, and Sadie is away. And we're all thinking he's never going to score. Tucks it away like a real professional there. That was a superb finish, really, from a player who hadn't scored a league goal for us to that point.
And
again, it's a goal that really meant something because Oxford at the time was a big game that we needed to win.
And this was good.
This was the winning goal.
The challenge is coming in, and he just opens his body up and puts it in that corner when a lot of players would have skied it or whatever. But it was a great finish.
On a wider point, this highlight the genius, if you want to call it that, of our manager. As at the time, I remember thinking, I think Lang started and it was going to come off, and everybody was thinking Yengi's coming on, and he decided no, it's going to be Sadie, and everybody thought, why has he brought Sadie on? There you go. He comes up with the winning goal.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to say our manager has hardly put a foot wrong all season.
No, been amazing, an amazing find for Pompey.
Yeah.
Brings us to the winning goal, the goal of the season.
So, I wonder how many people can think what it's going to be.
I had a conversation about this in the pub with some Pompey fans, and this is what a couple of them told me was their goal of the season. I've scored it top, and you scored it third, I believe, is how we did it. So I'm sure many people will have guessed what goal it is. I think we'll enjoy it with some commentary from the...
That's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay, so this game is away to Peterborough. You won't be surprised. I'm sure you've probably figured out.
Away, still there for de Havilland. Comes short to Poku. Peterborough just outside the Pompey box. There's an overlap for Katongo. Katongo drills it across. Swanson, Shocklessy clears it away. And Pompey might be able to think counter-attack. And the ball's fired forward. And White, can he get there ahead of Knight? He can. What can White do? He needs to play a pass. On the left to Yengi. He's one-on-one with the last defender. Cassini Yengi for Portsmouth. Yengi! He's done it! Cassini Yengi! What a goal! He goes round his man. Knight on the floor. He's been beaten. The Australian substitute has scored, and Portsmouth.
So a goal that has got the combination, hasn't it? Because it's a great goal. The move, the fact it's Gavin White as well, who not had the best season, so it was a great moment for him. Yeah. But the step overs and the finish at the end in front of 4,000 Pompey fans is just amazing, and was a game that meant so much because at that point, Peterborough were properly in contention for automatics, weren't they?
They were certainly in contention for the automatics, yeah. And if we'd lost that game, there would have been all sorts of doubts come out. But as you said, the fact that Gavin White was involved, who's had a tricky season, I saw a stat on that game that Gavin White, when he came on, never lost the ball, never gave the ball away once in the 30 minutes or so that he was on the field. I've always thought there's a player trying to get out of Gavin White. He knew he had to be better than he was showing. When it gets through, Yengi still has a lot to do. And, yeah, he does it superbly.
I think that's 10 fantastic goals from a fantastic season. Any other honourable mentions you'd like to throw in there that you can think of, Tony?
Well, yeah, I mean, the way I've looked at it, of course, is going to be different to the way you've looked at it. And there was one goal that has always stuck in my mind. It's the goal that I suddenly thought, yes, we are going to do it this season. That was already mentioned one of Conor Shaughnessy's headers. It was against Wickham, 98th minute. It wasn't a great goal. It was a header. He got above the keeper and nodded it in the corner. But I suddenly thought, wow, this team really does know how to win games. I think from that moment on, I was fairly convinced we were going up probably as champions.
Yeah, what was the goal Kamara scored away with a mazy run and that we felt the keeper should have done better? Was that at Northampton?
No, there was one at Shrewsbury.
Shrewsbury, yeah, that was
Was
good.
it Shrewsbury?
We had a couple of good goals against Gillingham in the EFL Trophy, including an Aneurin overhead kick. Well, it wasn't.
Yeah, and there was that was another Kamara left-footed curler, and also Ben Stevenson's only goal, which was a nice shot from outside the box.
Yeah, it's a nice shape to it, that one.
Yeah, Marlon Pack against Reading, lovely little passing movement.
Yeah, I
And
had that
slotted
in
it
my
in.
shortlist. Didn't quite get in the top 10. That was a nice goal and
Yeah.
an important goal as well. Yeah, yeah, some good goals. So I hope people enjoyed that little run through our goals, and we'll send that massive trophy that we've got onto Mr. Yengi for his winning goal.
Yes, indeed. Yes.
Okay, thanks, Tony.
I'm sure people will have their own opinions on it. It will be good to see anybody who does watch it. Let us know what your best goal of the season was.
Yeah, that would be good. Be good to hear some different opinions.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Tony.
All right.
We'll see you on the next one.
Cheers. Then. Yeah, been good.
Cheers. Bye bye.
Cheers.